5 articles. You wrote an article, The Terrorist Propaganda to the Reddit Pipeline. People use Reddit a lot. They go down it, and like Wikipedia, I am sure that the terrorists have just gone in there and taken things over so they can spend all day on it. Tell us a little bit about your article and what surprised you when you were doing your research.
The article shows that there is a pro-Hamas and actually Hamas-tied propaganda network operating out of Reddit. So it's on Reddit and operating out of Reddit, which means it extends to other platforms. It's sort of based out of one of the subreddits, which is called Our Palestine, the community that has been co-opted by this group. And they operate not just in political subreddits or communities, but in non-political ones. They've taken over really big communities on Reddit, like Documentaries, which has 20 million members in that community. And they subtly seed anti-Israel propaganda into the community. They're very insidious. They're very clever about it. They also work on X, on community notes. They try to get people to sway votes on community notes. They put propaganda into Quora. They do this all with a very acute awareness that this type of information on these particular platforms ends up getting funneled not just onto Google, but onto the LLMs, into ChatGPT.
Right.
They do that consciously, and this is something that we describe as data poisoning, because they're poisoning downstream data sources, and that's probably the biggest effect of this. What really surprised me as I was reporting this and working with a group of sources who helped me understand what was going on is that this is actually directly tied to the terror groups in question. So foreign terror organizations, U.S. designated, that includes Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and probably about 20 others or so, that post their own propaganda directly on Telegram, because Telegram has no controls for this kind of stuff, and then is funneled via a group called Resistance News Network, RNN, onto Reddit.